It is the middle of the night. You roll over and your hand is just gone. Dead weight. You pick it up with your other hand and it flops like it belongs to someone else. No feeling, no control, just a heavy, useless lump on the end of your arm. For one sleepy second, it is genuinely a little alarming. Here is the good news. Your hand is fine. Nothing is dying. And what is actually happening in there is way more interesting than you would think. Almost everyone believes the same thing. I cut off the circulation, the blood stopped, it makes sense. But it is mostly wrong. The real culprit is not your blood, it is a nerve. One specific cable of living wire getting squeezed. Your nerves are how your brain talks to your hand. Touch, temperature, move this finger, all of it travels down these living cables at incredible speed. And I do mean speed. The fastest of these nerve signals travel at well over 100 meters every second. That is faster than 200 miles an hour running down your arm right now, just so you can feel this. And here is the wild part. To reach your hand, those nerves have to squeeze through narrow tunnels of bone and tissue, the tightest spots in the whole arm. At your wrist, the median nerve threads through a tight little passage called the carpal tunnel. Bend your wrist hard, and that tunnel pinches down on the nerve inside. At your elbow runs the ulnar nerve. You have met it before. It is the funny bone, that electric zing when you knock your elbow. It sits right at the surface, barely protected. Here is something you can use. Which fingers go numb tells you which nerve got squeezed. Pinky and ring finger, that is your elbow nerve. Thumb, index and middle, that is the one at your wrist. Your dead hand is basically leaving you a clue. So when you fall asleep with your wrist curled or your elbow bent or your whole arm tucked under your head, you are slowly pressing down on one of these nerves. For minutes, for hours. Steady pressure squeezes the nerve and chokes off its own tiny blood supply. And a nerve without its blood supply cannot do its job, so it goes quiet. But why does this almost always happen at night? You sit at a desk all day without your hand dying. What is different about sleep? All day long you shift, constantly, tiny adjustments you never even notice. The second a nerve gets a little uncomfortable, your body quietly repositions before you feel a thing. Asleep, that guard goes off duty. You go still, really still, so the pressure just stays. Long enough for the nerve to fully power down. That is your dead hand at 3 a.m. Now you move, you free the arm, and here comes the strangest part of the whole experience. The nerve switches back on, but it does not come back calmly. It floods back to life all at once, firing wildly, misfiring, sending a storm of signals your brain cannot make sense of. Your brain reads that chaos as prickling, buzzing, fizzing. The famous pins and needles. Doctors call it paresthesia. It is not damage, it is your nerve rebooting in real time. A few seconds, maybe a minute, the storm settles. The signals line back up, and your hand is yours again, good as new. And if you want to speed it along, the move is simple. Straighten the joint. Open your wrist, unbend your elbow, take the pressure off the tunnel, then let it hang and gently shake. You are just reopening the door the nerve travels through. Now, if you think a dead hand is strange, doctors have names for what happens when this goes a little further. There is a real condition called Saturday night palsy. Someone falls deeply asleep with their arm slung over the hard edge of a chair. The nerve in the upper arm gets pinned for hours. They wake up and the wrist will not lift. It just hangs. For a while, they genuinely cannot raise their own hand. It looks scary, and it almost always recovers on its own. There is even a version called honeymoon palsy. A partner falls asleep on your arm all night, their head quietly compressing the nerve. You wake up with a temporarily useless arm and a very sweet explanation for it. And that exposed elbow nerve, the funny bone? You might wonder why evolution left something so important sitting right at the surface where it gets bumped constantly. The answer is your elbow has to bend deeply, and tucking the nerve in tight would snap it taut every time you flexed. So your body chose flexible and exposed, overprotected and stiff. Every design is a trade-off. So when is a sleepy hand just a sleepy hand, and when is your body trying to tell you something? A hand that wakes up in seconds when you move it, every now and then, is almost always nothing. Totally normal. Your nerves are just very good at complaining. But if it is the same hand, again and again, if it wakes you most nights, if the tingling lingers, or you start dropping things, or your grip feels weak, that can be a nerve under pressure too often, like carpal tunnel syndrome. Nothing to panic over, but absolutely worth a look. Caught early, these are some of the most fixable problems there are. Here is the part that genuinely changed how I think about this. That horrible dead hand feeling is not a glitch, it is a warning system. Built in, the numbness and the pins and needles exist to make you move before you actually hurt the nerve. People who lose that feeling, who genuinely cannot sense the pressure, can damage a nerve without ever knowing. The discomfort you hate is the thing protecting you. So, the next time you wake up at 3 a.m. with a hand that belongs to a stranger, do not panic. Shake it out, feel the fizz, and maybe, quietly, thank it. That weird little storm is your body looking out for you. This was Body Curious. Your body is doing 1,000 strange, brilliant things right now. Stick around and we will keep figuring out why.